comic books are a fun way to like let off stress and have fun and not think about the real world until comic books become your job. Then you have to like think about comic books and think about money and think about comic books and think about distribution and think about comic books and think about writers. So it's always nice when you could just come into a really hot room and put a bunch of comics together and then sell them to your friends. So maybe let's do that. Boy, oh boy, everybody, has today been a day. You know, I spent most of the morning reading new legal briefs. Because the Diamond Saga, man, the Diamond Saga. And then I spent most of the evening putting together bundles for this show.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have some fun, and we're not gonna think about the business of comic books. We're just gonna sell some comic books, which is the business of comic books. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, what up, TJ? What up, Nope? Everybody, hit the share button. Share this out. Tell your friends to get here. Same rule as last night. I have a number written down on a sheet of paper here beside my computer. If we get to that many people live in the room at any point, we're bust out the spin the wheel, discount wheel from last night and give everybody some discounts for tonight. But if we don't get there, we can still play some games. So let me do this. Let me switch over to the other camera. There we go. There's the camera. So we can get started, shall we?
Let's do it.
I got some new bundles. I got some old bundles. I got some bundles you guys never figured out. So let's just start with an oldie but a goodie. One book, $5. Plain and simple. One book, $5. There we go. All right. And then we're going to do the third not Deathstroke. $5. Third not Deathstroke. Okay, we're going to bring back one that really had Jay going for a long time the very first night we did this, or second night we did this. This is Team Construct.
Yeah.
And Marvel and Valiant Superheroes. This is the last show for the Marvel and Valiant Superheroes bundle. If nobody claims it today, I will be breaking it up and coming up with something different for the future with some of those books. All right. Well, I make a small adjustment here. Update. There we go. All right, let's do let's skip the middle row for a second. We're going to go down a row. And we're going to start with a book. We're going to start with a bundle that's called Outside the Outside the Society for $25. Outside the Society.
Hey, K-pop.
What up, K-pop? Obviously from no, this is going to go in the second row. An Expensive Weekend in July, $10. We all know what this is. We found out yesterday. Ooh, this one's good. But I need to make a small adjustment to the label here because I forgot to write the last part. And I did the math wrong. Okay. Greater than 2, less than 4 in 1. $10. $2. It's a tag team match. It's 2 books, $10. And the one that nobody figured out last night because it really racked some of y'all's brains, and I loved it, is Bigger on the Inside, $10. Okay. Now, we have a mega pack from last night, Get a Duster, $30. Oh, well, we'll wait for him to get here. I'm sure he'll turn up in a little bit on that one. Once again, how tall are your ears? $10. Ooh, okay. No, we'll save this one for when he gets here too. Ship. This bundle is called You Give Love a Bad Name. $5. On the bottom row are going to be some of our mega packs, some of our more expensive, some of our bigger packs. This is They Were Cannibals, $60. The Buy Our Popcorn Buckets mega pack, $75. One Art for $100. And because I can't believe nobody claimed it last night, The Lowest Volume, $15. Ship, just because it's a Bon Jovi lyric doesn't mean it has anything to do with Bon Jovi. Third Not Deathstroke is not Image, Youngblood, or Ravager.
That should have been an easy one.
Should be. So, guys, here's the deal. Depending on, well, we'll go through this. The $5 bundles have a minimum $10 value. Minimum $10 value. The $10 bundles are certainly a discount. Some of them are closer to $10 than others, but most of them are at least $20. Ed, that is incorrect. You Give Love a Bad Name is not Tony Stark Iron Man. Everything else are discounted books, anywhere from $10 off to 25% to 50% off. So just know that. And if you get one right from any of these 2 bottom rows, or for anything more than $10, I will either give you an additional book or an additional discount if you can come up with the riddle.
That's well deserved for some of these, man.
Mm-hmm. Top right bag. 1 book, $5. Or Superhero. That is incorrect, Ed. I will say this one, when you know the answer, you're all going to go, oh, of course.
Oh, also the one below it. Bigger on the inside.
Yep. Bigger on the Inside is not Doctor Who. You would think that, but that's why I did that, Crom. Bigger on the Inside is not Doctor Who. And I will tell you this now. It's a clue I gave everybody last night when they couldn't figure it out. It has nothing to do with any particular hero or franchise.
I think that's one of it's one of the hardest riddles you got. It really is. Like,
yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, like, greater than 2, less than 4 in 1 is not a hard thing to figure out. Right? At least in my mind.
well, yeah.
Outside society is a little tough. Because you definitely think a certain kind of way when you see that, but it actually isn't that hard. It isn't that complicated. They were cannibals is pretty tough. Well, I suppose I can give you guys the ones that have been guessed on previous shows, right? I should just tell you.
Yeah.
So one book up in the top left up there is one book for $5. It's a minimum $10 value book. I honestly don't remember what's in there at this point. Cannibals is not Red Room. Team Construct is obviously Avengers Assemble. Superhero is just Marvel and Valiant superheroes. An expensive weekend in July, $10. Fantastic Four and or Superman. So that's like $20 worth of Fantastic Four or Superman books. The mega pack, Get a Duster, which is right here, it's a $30 mega pack. That is Spider-Man, because you clean up spider webs with the duster. How tall are your ears? Do they pick up radio waves? Incorrect, TJ, but getting not closer. How tall are your ears? We discovered last night that is Nightfall Batman, because most of the covers feature that much bigger, those giant ears on the cowls. Buy our popcorn buckets is a $75 bundle of, again, Fantastic Four or Marvel, or Fantastic Four or Superman. One art is 3 in 1. Ed, is actually the answer. So right here, 2 greater than 2, less than 4 in 1 is Marvel 2 in 1, or Marvel triple Marvel triple features, not triple features. You know what I mean? Marvel triple digests. Sorry. Okay, one art is one piece of original comic art, or one piece of sketch. It's a comic sketch cover. In my con stock, it's a $200 book. It's $100 right there. And the lowest volume is a bundle of 4 trades that are all volume 1s of something. They're all different volume 1s from all different somethings, but they're all volume 1s of something for $15.
And
no, not the Walking Dead.
I just want to say about that lowest volume one. Kyle had a mystery bundle on 2 or 3 shows ago that somebody bought, and one of the books in there was a hardcover slipcase. Something is killing the children.
Right.
Okay, so you never know what exactly is going to be in these things.
Nope, TJ, you're getting further away. Although I do think you're at the right publisher at this point. Guest ship. Because in a minute we're going to move on to some other ones. I'm going to bring on some other, bring out some other bundles. And I'll give you some more clues on some of the ones you haven't gotten yet.
And also, folks in the chat, wish Mr. Eddie Von B a very happy birthday. It is his birthday today.
Mm-hmm. I tried to come up with a It's Ed's birthday bundle. But I'll be real honest, I didn't have enough colored horror. Like I didn't have enough horror that he could read. John Stout, Outside Society Vampire, no. Okay. Give you guys another minute or two to guess on some of these, like third, not Deathstroke. And remember, that's quote, not Deathstroke. Who is not Deathstroke? What is not Deathstroke?
Hey, John, to make two.
Yeah, we figured out that greater than 2, less than 4 in 1 are Marvel 2-in-1s, or 3-in-1s, or Marvel triple features, Marvel triple actions. They're all Marvel 3 stories there. Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
Triple B is here. We've got some bundles that I think Triple B will have fun guessing. Okay. Let's throw up some different. Let's move on from some bundles here, and I'll give you a clue on some others. So we'll leave up third, not Deathstroke, for a minute. This is the first appearance. This is a $15 first appearance. So it's going to go a little bit lower here on the rack. But this is the first appearance of Kyle's second favorite Arrowverse baddie.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll take down How Tall Are Your Ears? This one is a $25 bundle. The kind you don't take home to mama. $25.
Oh, that's so good.
This is a mega pack. This is a $50 mega pack. Brown Chicken Brown Cow, a.k.a. the Triple B bundle. Up across the top, we'll add the I Don't Know What to Call It bundle for $5. Again, those are books. Another clue on the sketch cover. Sure we can, Crom. Give me a second. Tin Can Society. I don't even know what that is. Okay. I Don't Know What to Call It is a bunch of books that I honestly I can't believe that Marvel published. Or that publishers published. I think most of them are Marvel, but there are some others as well. Well, that's what I'm saying, Make Two. Like, generally, it costs you a lot more. So $25 is kind of a steal on the kind you don't take home to mama. Did we have a foil surplus in the 90s? This is a bundle of books that all feature different cover gimmicks from the 90s. It's not an Image series, Ed. Okay, we'll move the Brown Chicken Brown Cow over because Crom wanted to take a guess on the art. Give me just a second there, buddy. Nope, not Umbrella Academy. Okay. We'll fill that last gap on the bottom with another mega pack called It's Sketchy. 65. Okay. Crom asks for a clue on the one piece of art. The one piece of art, the only clue I really give.
Nice,
All right.
John.
Yeah, I will, John, I will explain the kind you don't take home to mama in just a second. But the only clue I gave last night on one art is that it's an artist that has hand drawn a cover that has been featured on the EXP. The artist has been on the EXP here on the channel in the last 10 weeks. So if you've not watched in the if you're new to the channel, which you may be because I don't recognize your name, that's not a huge help. So I will give you another hint. This artist was recently announced to be working on a very popular image series. Okay. The kind you don't take home to mama. You've got a naughty Deja Thoris, Vampirella, and one other book. Oh, I know. A Jennifer Blood.
Ooh.
In here. And they're all pretty rare in terms of their low print run kind of stuff, John Stout.
Not even remotely close ship. I can barely write my name, let alone draw.
All right. So let's we need to fill in that spot there. Let's do the mega pack Doctor My Eyes, which is Daredevil.
Oh. I got you, ship. I almost forgot.
All right. So okay. Ship is on Facebook, which I don't know why he doesn't just come over to YouTube and play with the rest of the crowd. Okay. So let's go third, not Deathstroke.
Come on, somebody's got to know what that is.
He's also not Cable. Okay. It's a tag team match. Think about wait, hold on. What's happening? I missed some things. Okay. It's a tag team match. It has nothing to do with wrestling, but imagine if AEW and WWE had a match together. There are two books in there. And then also, one of the words that is what had those books have in common is in the title. Bigger on the inside has to do with the actual mass of things. How big things actually are. Third Not Deathstroke is, in fact, third Deadpool, TJ. That is correct. Okay. Outside society. The key word there is society. Not necessarily outside. And then Kyle's second favorite Arrowverse baddie. Think about all the meanings for the word baddie. Bigger is not Ant-Man. Remember, Mr. Nope, it has nothing to do with an actual character or franchise. It literally has to do with the size of things. Ed, Justice League is technically correct.
So close, though.
But not entirely correct. Outside society are Justice something, Justice League, Justice Team. They're all the DC Justice things that aren't the Justice Society. So, like, they're not JSA, they're JLA, they're JLU or JLE. They're those guys.
Hey, Lorena.
Which one are you guessing is Money Shot, Triple B? Because none of them are. Again, Doctor My Eyes is Daredevil. You Give Love a Bad Name is not actually about a couple. No, bigger on the inside. Again, literally, it has to do with mass. It has to do with the size of things. Like the size of actual things.
The most irritating one up there, y'all. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. They were cannibals. You're going to have to know a pretty specific piece of trivia to get that one. But the note I will give on that one, the clue I'll give on that one is I didn't call it Fine Young Cannibals because they're not all young. No, Ed. It's Sketchy is a CCA. We figured that out last night. I'm not going to tell you what CCA it is unless you start guessing CCA artists. Then I may rein in on that answer. Now, Ship had started guessing artists, but he's over on Facebook where no one else can see. So, like, that's a whole problem for everybody. But I will say this, that Ship guessed right.
Oh, nice.
It is not Jessica Court. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, but now, Ship, do you want to claim it?
So, do I now claim it?
You can.
Yeah.
But you get you get 10% off there for getting it right. But nobody's going to know the answer. No, you can claim it. Again, the game is guessing the riddles. If you get the riddle right, you get 10% off, like on anything more than $10. On anything $10 or less, I'll give you some extra books. I'll be honest, I thought my Not Oz, It's Not From Oz book, or riddle last night was harder than the Bigger on the Inside. I really did.
Yep, Triple B. That's the thing that I first thought too.
Yeah, I know. I didn't Hold on.
Because I'm 5, so. Or I've been watching K-pop for too long.
Okay. One art, you children. All the young cannibals, Nick. No. They're not all young. That's the clue, right? They were cannibals. That's the clue. They're not all young. It's why I didn't call it Fine Young Cannibals.
They used to be.
Mm-hmm. They technically were, but only if you know.
Can't win for losing. Can't win for losing on that
yeah.
one.
Lorena just gonna need to get her mind cleaned. She need to get her head out the gutter. All right. All right. So the Triple B bundle, Brown Chicken, Brown Cow, is what we discovered last night is that, of course, that is a book that features a great, or that is a bundle that features a number of what you would call
Great big tracks of land.
airbags, right? Airbags. Okay. Let's swap some out here. What should we swap out? Should we swap out one book? Nobody claiming one book for $5, like knowing that it's a minimum $10 book, is like just weird to me. Anyway, especially because like I put it in a top loader.
Well, it's the same thing I feel about the Valiant Marvel one. Valiant Marvel books for $5.
All right, we got a random Marvel bundle. This is random Marvel books. Oh no, that's Triple B. That's the joke, man. You don't have to claim it or anything. I'm saying that when I saw those books, I thought, gee, these are some Triple B books. Random Marvel from all the way back to the Silver Age up through now. There may be some variants. There may be some other things in it. Jeez. A lot of these, like when I put your name on them, Triple B, don't think anything of it. It's like, oh, this looks like a book that he would be into. So like the John Spilios bundle that we had a couple of weeks ago, like I didn't expect John to buy him. He probably had all those books already because they were all Punisher. Right? But it's, oh, you know who I think of when I see this? Like, boom. Brown Chicken, Brown Cow. Yes. Did your cake have herbs in it, Eddie? Like, I'm trying to figure out how you. Anyway.
Well,
all right.
It had apples of the pine variety.
Yes, ship it does. All right.
Bundle next
Cannibals
to the weekend.
What is the bundle next to the expensive weekend? Here? Gorfung, is that what you're asking about? Here's another $5 Marvel bundle. If you claim both Marvel bundles, I will do them for $7.50. Cannibals is not a vampire series. Okay, so this is greater than 2, less than 4 in 1. Those are Marvel triple feature, Marvel triple action. They're the... No, you're good, Triple B. I just had some names I thought you'd have fun guessing what was in them. Have a good one, buddy. No. So those are Marvel triple action, Marvel triple feature, Marvel triple something. Okay. I didn't get to make as many packs today as I would have liked. I got stuck working on the EXP website for way longer than I'd hoped. But we got some cool stuff done today. Okay. We'll replace It's a Tag Team with OMAC. If you claim the OMAC, I will throw in an additional minor key OMAC book. All right. Ship. Actually, we got a wheelbarrow and filled the wheelbarrow and wheeled him to his truck. You Give Love is not Nightwing, but TJ, you're getting closer to the premise. All right, you want a clue on Kyle's second favorite Arrowverse baddie?
Yes.
I ain't never been with a baddie. That's the clue. No, that is not the version of Hulk. It's not Hulk.
Oh.
You Give Love is not Poison Ivy, but again, we're very close on the premise, y'all. All right, let's do some more clues. Obviously, we've solved everything on the top row has been solved, right? Like, so we've got in the far left corner, random Marvel from the Silver Age through modern, including maybe a variant. Third, not Deathstroke, is in fact the third appearance of Deadpool. No, Ship, you didn't. We're going to go through them all, John. Then we have another $5 Marvel bundle. Again, that's Marvel Silver through now. Maybe including variants, maybe including some other things. If you claim both Random Marvel and the Marvel $5 bundle, I can't guarantee there won't be dupes, but I will do the bundle for $7. I will do both bundles for $7.50. Did we have a foil surplus in the 90s? Is a bundle of books from the 90s that all feature the many different cover variants or cover gimmicks that were done in the 90s, including every kind of foil, metal, flake, chromium, spot varnish kind of stuff. We all know what an expensive weekend in July is. That is those are either Fantastic Four or Superman or both books. Greater than 2, less than 4 in 1 are Marvel 3 in 1, Marvel Triple Action, Marvel Triple Features, those kind of things. We got an OMAC book. We've got an OMAC bundle. That is a great start to an OMAC collection. It includes most of the first run and some of the John Byrne OMACs. Bigger on the inside, right here, bigger on the inside, has nothing to do with a character or franchise, is not Doctor Who, has actually to do with the size of things, the actual size of things, less books in the bundle than you would think.
Oh.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
There are less books in the bundle than you would think. The heat here is really starting to mess with my internet, guys. You Give Love is not Vicky Vale. Outside Society, the key word is society. But we solved that. That is Justice League of America, Justice League Europe, Justice League Greenland, whatever. Kyle's second favorite Arrowverse baddie. Think about all the different meanings of the word baddie. And the second clue is that song that was popular on TikTok that goes, I ain't never been with a baddie. You Give Love is not I Hate Fairyland. Mega Pack is a $65 Mega Pack. That is Dr. My Eyes. That is a Daredevil bundle. You Give Love a Bad Name. It's not Harley Quinn. It's not I Hate Fairyland. It's not Nightwing. It's not Harley and Joker. No, Outside Society is literally Justice League Europe, Justice League of America. The league, they're leagues from DC that aren't the Justice Society, John. In fact, so if we go Harley Quinn, we go Joker, we go Fairyland, we go Poison Ivy, all of those guesses are actually incorrect publishers. I will give you that hint. They were cannibals. This is a hard one. It's not a horror book. Here's what I'm going to do. Because I'm worried that some of these things are getting covered up by other things. I'm going to pull some stuff down. So Outside Society is actually inspired by TJ. He'd been asking me to put together like a JSA bundle. And so I started digging and I realized I didn't have very much JSA available. So what I actually started doing was going, oh, you know what I'll do? I'll do everything that's not JSA. Ship, you gotta be more specific, man. Love books featuring Lotharios? No. Although I'm not gonna give that hint, no. I was gonna give a hint, but I'm not gonna give that hint. There. It's a little easier to read now. Yeah, Fairyland is Image. That is incorrect. All right, which one should I trade out, Jay? Let's take Foil Surplus down.
Yeah.
The Deviant is incorrect. How Tall Are Your Ears is going back up. This is 90s Superman. No, not Kevin Smith. How Tall Are Your Ears? This is 90s Nightfall Batman with those giant ears on the cowl.
I put my guess for the Arrowverse one in the private chat.
I will tell you this, Jay. Your answer is not even top 10.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Second favorite Arrowverse baddie.
Man.
Mm-hmm. I will give you another hint on that one. In this book, they are not called by the name you would know them from if you watched most of the Arrowverse shows.
Oh, God.
No, because the thing is, Ship, I will confirm. Like, I don't want Jay guessing in the chat because, like, I'm going to tell Jay what some of these are here. Bigger on the Inside. Jeremy, you're coming late to the show. No, Bigger on the Inside is not Doctor Who. It has nothing to do with an actual character or franchise. It has everything to do with the actual mass of things, how much things actually weigh. And it, Nick, I don't believe so. No, you're good, man. And there's less books in the bundle than you would think. Black Canary is a baddie, and Black Canary is third.
Man.
I will give you a hint. Killer Frost is first, Black Canary is third, White Canary is fourth, and fifth is Speedy.
Did you freeze again, or you just
Nope.
back? Okay.
I'm just sitting here quietly.
Okay.
Not Ra's al Ghul and not Talia al Ghul. And as much as I love, not Black Arrow, no. As much as I love, what's his name, McDonough, it's not Damien Dark either.
Oh, that would have been another one.
Mm-hmm. This character is not a member of the Birds of Prey, Richard. God, this game is fun. I'm having a blast. All right, let's do some more clues. Bigger on the Inside. These books don't have to follow traditional rules when it comes to printing.
Is it Bite?
Silver Surfray. Are you claiming not Deathstroke right here? Because that is in fact third Deadpool. Kyle's favorite baddie is not Deathstroke. No.
It's like right now I'm going through all the characters in my head and I'm like, who do they not really call?
Check the private chat, Jay. I just told you the answer.
Because if
I
it's
know
going
it's
to
killing
be,
you. I know it's killing you. Oh, the tag team bundle. I didn't reveal what's in it, but again, we can put that back up. It's not at all related to wrestling. It's not Silver Banshee, although that's a very good guess, Ed.
that
That is
makes me
incorrect.
so mad. Makes me so mad, but okay.
So it's a tag team bundle. Again, this is 2 books for $10. Imagine one book is AEW, one book is WWE. And the word team is relevant. Should I just give him the answer on this one, Jay?
Yeah, go ahead with that one.
All right, this is $20 worth of teams, 1 Marvel and 1 DC. White Rabbit bundle? Nope, not White Rabbit. Like, Jay is mad now that he's figured this one out because he knew that about me.
Yep.
He knew that about me. We've had discussions about that.
Yep.
All right, Jeremy, did you see this one when you got here? You'll appreciate this more than anything. This is, did we have a foil surplus in the 90s for $5? This is a bundle of books that feature all of the cover gimmicks from the 90s, including every kind of chrome, spot varnish, foiling, everything.
David Reese, that's
Plus,
funny.
there are a great many. There are some die cuts in here. There's some other stuff. The only thing that isn't in here is, what was that book that had the jewel glued to the cover? Amethyst? It's not Iris West. Iris West falls just outside the top 5. I believe I did include a holochrome. Eclipso, that's right. It's not Black Amulet. You guys are dying over here. Should I tell them?
I want to preface it first. Let me preface it by saying this.
Here, should I give him another clue?
Yes, do that.
I really like blondes.
And the way she was used on the show is not how they were used in the comics.
It's true. Not Supergirl, not Isis. Okay. I'm going to take down the Marvel triple actions 3-in-1s. And put back up, get a duster, which is the Spider-Man bundle. Nope. You guys are still wrong. And again, remember the hint. In this book, she is not called what you would know her as from the Arrowverse.
Oh.
And now that we revealed that it's a she,
I mean, is that a technical?
From
Alan there?
I'm going to go with no. But Alan is so close, he can probably smell her perfume. Which is a creepy thing to say.
Oh.
It is. Mr. Nope finally got it. It is Felicity Smoke. This is the first appearance of Bite, a.k.a. Felicity Smoke.
Oh, he did say Bite.
Where did he say Bite?
Earlier, I was like, is it Bite? Hold on. It's up here because I know I saw it.
I'll be honest, nope. You got it way earlier than you said it. I just didn't see your comment, man. They were coming fast and furious, and I just missed it. So yes, you got it way earlier, but it is the first appearance of Bite, aka Felicity Smoke. All right. They were cannibals. They kind of misused her in the series. Alan, and made her into a few things she never really was. Like, that's a Firestorm book. Like,
Yeah.
it's one of those things is that they just took a great character and kind of fit it to what they needed for the show, and rather than just doing the character. They did not make a comic book about the Donner Party. They were cannibals. Should I sing them a song, Jay?
Oh, yes, please.
Bad stuff happens in the bathroom. I'm just glad that it happens in a vacuum. That's a clue for they were cannibals. All right, guys. By the way, we got to the magic number. The magic number for tonight was a 20 peoples. There are 20 people here. So anybody who makes a claim tonight will get the wheel spin, and we'll get an additional discount on whatever they claim. So if you guess the thing and you get the 10% off, you get an additional discount.
I think Eddie got it.
That is correct. John, I know. Ed did get it. It is Bob's Burgers. In the pilot of Bob's Burgers, they were cannibals. And in fact, the first episode, the premise is that people think they're cannibals because Louise says they are. But they changed it because they didn't think it would play on TV. That's why it was a good clue. Like, it was a tough clue.
It was definitely the song.
Oh, yeah. Like 100,000%. Okay. I'm going to give you a clue here. Or should I give him a clue here?
Do the love one, because that one's still kind of irritating me.
Okay. All right, this one. The answer to this one has to do with the fact that their longtime partner deserved better than them. And I would go a little further. I have in the past called this the answer to this the most toxic representation of this thing in comics. Jay, do you want me to put the answer in the private chat so your brain can stop spinning?
Yes, please. It's almost as bad as the bigger on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
That is genius. Okay. No. that is genius. Oh my god. Yo, when you figure it out. Oh man.
All right, we're gonna put back up a sketch cover for $100. That is again was properly guessed by Ship earlier. That is a J Fosgate CCA that I have in my con stock regularly for $200. That I'm doing right now for $100 on the show. And remember, if you make a claim, we're spinning the wheel in a little bit, and y'all are gonna get a discount. So you get an even bigger discount than the already basically 50% off. This $5 bundle, I don't know what to call it. Books I still can't believe got published. Did I just take down the foil joke, Jay? Was that up there? Or do I need to put the foil joke back up there?
Put the foil one back up there. Come on, y'all. Gimmick covers. Nostalgia.
All right. Nightwing Batman's going away for a little bit. We'll bring back one book that I did put in a top loader, and I'm charging $5 for.
And he meant Nightfall, not Nightwing Batman.
Nightfall, you're right. All right, we're going to take down First Felicity Smoke and replace it with, we'll do $65 worth of Daredevils, Doctor My Eyes. Take down Justice League.
Hey, Johnny.
It is not Johnny. Nope. Mr. Nope, that is incorrect. And again, as I've said, that is the wrong publisher. All right, this is, again, it's sketchy. This is a CCA. I won't tell you who drew it unless you guys guess, but it is a CCA. Okay, bigger on the inside. Jay, I'm going to let you rule on whether or not I just tell them.
I do it, man, because I don't think I think somebody got close, but
right. Unknown is the closest that we've gotten on bigger on the inside. Bigger on the inside isn't annuals or whatever the larger 80 or 100 page books are called. This is a bundle of oversized, double-sized, thick issues. So everything in here is square bound or bigger. Literally bigger on the inside.
Oh, telling you, that one was so rough. It feels good. Even when you told me yesterday, now it feels good that everybody knows.
All right. The lowest volume, again, this is 4 trades, all volume 1s of different series for $15. I got them out of that amazing trade collection I got where I was selling them for $5. Here I thought it was a 5-pack of Forceworks #1. You know, Jeremy, that would have been really funny. I'll be honest, that started off as a Doctor Who bundle. But I decided that no, that's too easy. And changed it and grabbed I have a bunch of double size, oversized. Like there's a Detective Comics, what is it, Detective 1000 that was huge, that was super thick. Blank cover in there. There's a bunch of oversized square bound books. We Know They Were Cannibals is now Bob's Burgers. There are 4 variants of Bob's Burgers books in there. All right, Lorena is going to grab bigger, foil, and 1 book. So Lorena gets to spin the wheel, as does John Stout. In 100-degree weather today, make two, we filled a wheelbarrow full of boxes and took them to the mailman's truck to avoid the mailman having a heat stroke and a hernia at the same time.
One or the other, not both.
Over 25 packages went out today.
Oh, man.
And just as a reminder, guys, like, that means new shipping started with last night's show. If you claimed anything last night, there will be obviously shipping for tonight's show, unless you bought stuff on last night. But if there was additional shipping needed on the last set, that was on me. I wasn't going to try and figure out who owed me what. So that one was just, I've been having fun doing these bundles, and those bundles filled up boxes pretty fast. So I was just like, you know what? That's on me. I will take on that responsibility for y'all. Some of you went from like priority flat rate envelopes, like the $9, $10, whatever it is, packaging, to medium flat rate, and I just paid the upgrade. Bronze's package went from like $13 shipping to like $37. It was dumb. All right, so I'm going to put these up there. These are two $5 Marvel packs. Go, silver, bronze, copper, modern. I will do the pair for $7.50. You're still doing a 10 and 5 pick bundle. I don't know what that means. Unknown. Put back up third, not Deathstroke. This mega pack is buy our popcorn buckets. $75 worth of Fantastic Four and Superman, including some keys. Tag team is not Elseworlds. It is not Silver Surfer. Again, this is a Marvel and a DC book. Like, we already kind of know what this is, right?
Well, I lost Kyle. Hold on, y'all. I think he accidentally unplugged his camera. Give me just a second for him to pop back on. Oh, goodness. There we go. Hold on.
What I actually unplugged was my USB hub.
Ah.
So I need to change my microphone and change my... And now we're back. Oh.
Oop. Not that way. There we go.
Later, closer, unknown to the end of the show. We're not quite there yet. So again, we figured out, TJ, the tag team is a Marvel team and a DC team. Both are minimum $10 value keys in this $20 bundle. Keys or minor keys, I will say. All right, They Were Cannibals has been up since the beginning. We'll take that down for a minute.
Me too, Lorena. You should post pictures.
To go with tag team, but different than tag team, An Expensive Weekend in July. Again, we figured out that this is a Fantastic Four and a Superman. Both are keys, or minor keys, minimum $10 value. We've got a Jay Foskett sketch cover up there for $100. It's sketchy, is a CCA. I will give a hint. It is a name 99% of you will know. Because this is a name that has been featured on the EXP quite a lot. We need a clue for You Give Love a Bad Name.
What was what, Ship?
Yeah, what are you asking, Ship? Could you hear that, Jay? Could you guys hear my maniacal laughter?
Yeah.
You Give Love a Bad Name. The answer to the riddle of You Give Love a Bad Name is there are multiple spellings of the answer that vary not just between publishers, but between series at the same publisher. That is such a good clue, Jay. You're losing it right now, aren't you?
Yes.
Again, the other clues on You Give Love a Bad Name is it's not Harley, it's not Harley and Joker, it's not Poison Ivy, it's not Ivy and Harley, it's not I Hate Fairyland, it's not Elektra, it's not any of those, but at least Elektra is at the right publisher. Which one? Ship, the one piece of art, the Jay Fosgate piece, or the other one? So the other clues we gave on You Give Love a Bad Name. So now we've basically revealed that it's a Marvel. It's at Marvel. I have in the past called this thing the most toxic representation of this thing in all of comics. Nope. All right, let me get my thoughts organized here. Because I need to keep trading some things out. Not Deathstroke has been replaced with Marvel and Valiant superheroes. Team Construct. Again, this is an Avengers bundle.
Keep guessing, though, folks. Somebody might accidentally get it.
Again, we have our Naughty bundle for $50. Again, some of those books are actually very risque covers.
Nope, not
Typhoid
Mary.
I would never call Typhoid Mary the most toxic anything. All right. Remember, greater than 2, less than 4 in 1 are Marvel triple actions, Marvel triple features, those kind of things. Outside Society for $25. Those are Leagues of Europe, just League. Nope. Again, it's at Marvel there, make 2. Okay, some of these packs are going to get disassembled after tonight. Bad name is not Howard the Duck. Ed, the new clue is that this character, or that the answer to this has multiple spellings, not just across different publishers, but across different series.
Also been deduced that it's a Marvel book.
All right. Here's what I think we're going to do, guys. I think everybody went a little ham last night. So we're probably a little down tonight, and I get it. It's also like 1,000,000 degrees out. It's not Conan. If I was going to make a Conan bundle, I would call it The O'Brien. So I'm going to give everybody about 5 minutes. And while we're doing that, I'm going to spin the wheel for Lorena and John Stout, who have claimed things. And again, if you claim things before we end the show, I will obviously spin the wheel for you as well. But I might as well get them spun up and get them taken care of. So John Stout is getting an additional 10% off. Okay. And then Lorena is getting also 10% off.
Nice.
All right. Jay.
Yes.
I got to tell him at this point, right? Toxic.
Yeah.
No. But you're getting closer. Angela, no. You give love a bad name. Last clue I'm going to give is perhaps he should have tried Visine. Maybe it would have made them a better person. Nope.
Come on,
with this one. That is correct. These are all Cyclops covers. Or covers featuring Cyclops.
There goes. There it goes. They're pouring in now. Oh, goodness.
The most toxic representation of toxic masculinity in all of comics. Jean Grey deserved better, and we all know it. So I don't think we have any that are unsolved right now, Jay.
No, I don't think so.
So that means some of these are going to get broken up and new bundles are going to get made with new clues. But I'm going to give you guys about 5 more minutes to make a claim if there's something you would like. Again, not on the board currently. We have First Felicity Smoke. For 15. A bunch of naughty books for 50. Justice League of America, Justice League of Europe for 25. Again, there's some keys in there. There's some old Justice League in there. An expensive weekend in July is Marvel. I don't know what that means, Alan, specifically. But the naughty books feature predominant headlights. Anyway, an expensive weekend in July is 2 books, minimum $10 each, of Fantastic Four and or Superman. You Give Love a Bad Name, we all now know. It's a $20, $35 bundle. All the covers feature Cyclops. By the way, that one did start off as me trying to look for Joker and Harley and Ivy and Cyclops and Jean and just all of the real toxic relationships I could find. And then I realized, I just have a mountain of Cyclops. So that's why I did it. It's Sketchy is a CCA for 65. Again, we still haven't figured out exactly who the artist is on that. Get a Duster is a Spider-Man bundle. Buy Our Popcorn Buckets is a much bigger Fantastic Four and Superman bundle, including several keys for $75. It is Ken Hazer, TJ. Good work. It's a Ken Hazer for $65. How Tall Are Your Ears? Nightfall Batmans. $10. There's a big stack of them, too. We have one piece of art, which is Jay Fosgate art, for $100. Again, regularly $200 in my con stock. Doctor My Eyes is a Daredevil bundle for $65. We've got 2 random Marvel bundles for $7.50. Random Marvel bundles for $7.50. We've got a $5 superhero bundle. We've got the 3rd Deadpool for $5. Got an Avengers bundle for $5. We've got a I Can't Believe They Published This bundle for $5. All right, I'm not going to do Claim 2 bundles for $12.50 tonight. I'm not going to do it. But what I will do is any bundle on the board that is more than $5, you get 10% off of. So if you claim a $10 bundle, if you claim anything more than $5, you get 10% off your order. Let's do it that way. So if you claim 3 $5 bundles, I'll give you 10% off your order. If you claim a $10 bundle and a $5 bundle, still 10% off your order. If you claim any other ones, still 10% off your order. I don't know, Ship. You've asked several times. I really don't know. We have a $10 OMAC bundle.
I was just going to say, going back to when Ship said he dislikes Cyclops, one day I would like to get EXP showrunners and fans together and have a 4 against Scott Summers. I think it'd be a fun show.
Good luck finding people who think Scott Summers is a good guy.
There are some. I know that's what brought it up to me.
Yeah, you're good, Ship. Like you asked several times, I'm going, I have no idea, man. Mainly because the Ken Hazer, at least, your age is a little bit, if you're a little bit younger, it would be right in your wheelhouse, but it's kind of in that weird era. And the Fozzie, again, I don't think we've ever talked about that character. If you want to DM me after the show, I will tell you what they are. And you can make a decision. You can claim them after the show. All right. They Were Cannibals is Bob's Burgers variants for 60. And it's a tag team match. This is a Marvel and a DC. Both books are team books. Well, I suppose I could tell you what's in the sketchy and the art pack now, can I?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Okay, so the one piece of art is a Jay Fosgate Wolverine. And the mega pack is a Kenne Hazer Goliath on Gargoyles #1.
Oh. Both are fantastic. Oh.
All right. Guys, stay tuned in about 35 minutes from now for Bronze Age Nerds and Baby McFly's recap of Washington State Summerfest. They got to go to the show. Bronze got to is that a I don't know, and tag team go to unknown.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Ship, is that a claim? And Jay, would you drop the link?
Yeah.
Anyhow, Brown's got to moderate some panels, so I was big jealous of who he got to moderate this weekend, so that was fun for him. Then tomorrow, Minutes to Skim It is back with Jen and Shanice. You will also have Welcome to Wonderland is doing a Marvel graphic novel and trade paperback sale. Then you'll have Kicking It with Henri. Henri brought back a bunch of books from Heroes Con that will be available on his show. Then Wednesday, Comic Collectibles is back with Rex, followed by Jay and I talking about I'll be honest, I just got to show him that thumbnail.
I love it.
It's
It's
one of the better thumbnails we've ever done. For Kyle and Jay's Q&A, like, if I'm being real honest.
There's been some good ones though.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites though. Jay and I will be discussing topics like what would happen if the Hulk, if Bruce Banner went to the gym, would the Hulk get stronger? If Barry Allen joined the cross-country team, would the Flash get faster? If Captain America did CrossFit, would that help him? Can superheroes get better with training? God, I love the way that came out.
Oh, Burgess would be proud.
It's true. So then, on Thursday, you have What's in the Box with Miss Jen, where she will have things not just comic books. She will have more than just comic books on the show this week. Then you'll have the Geek Chat, reviewing some really cool books, some really interesting books, including Never Wars #1 from AMP Comics. And then Mog and Mel are back for SketchUp, so you'll be able to see art get made right in front of you on SketchUp. Then, Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern, Alex Packnadell, who's currently working on the X-Men, and has a Flash one-shot, Flash on FOC this week. We'll be joining Matthias and hopefully me on Order Up.
That's awesome.
Yep. And then Nick has some really cool stuff on his art show Friday at 7. And then Nancy is doing a vintage sale, like Nancy always does. She's always got a really broad range of stuff on her shows. So make sure you check that out Friday night at 9. Then next Sunday, depending on my own capability, if I'm able to get back to the office or not, we'll determine what kind of show we're doing next Sunday. But it will be Sunday 10 to midnight Eastern. I really like that time slot. So I think I'm going to keep doing it. You may see me on CBSN this week. I don't know. It's really going to depend on how things go. Again, just a number of other factors. Doing bundles and maybe some of these bundles, maybe some new bundles over on CBSN.
Ooh, there we go. Last second claim here.
Lorena, do you want them both for $7.50?
Sure. All right.
Lorena.
Nice. Last second.
Absolutely. So you may see me over on CBSN this week. Doing some bundles over there. We're just going to have to see. But until then, tune into all the great shows here on the EXP. Support everybody else. Support everything they're doing. Check out the Weird Dopes podcast.
Yes.
On YouTube. Check out Triple B's channel here on YouTube. Check out Kicking It with K-Pop. Although we do need to talk to K-Pop about gimmick infringement with Henri. And then, if, again, guys, we love all of our friends. We love that y'all are making content. There is enough space in the comic book world and in the community for everybody. Check out Hydrasylum, of course. Saturday night, the Hydra Hangout. Maybe I got nothing going on this Saturday for the first time in a while, so maybe I'll come hang out.
Nice.
But in the meantime, think good thoughts and pray for the world. Be kind to each other and everybody else. And we will see you next time.